G-strings or G-spots?
G-strings are panties, they're female underwear. G-spots is what is part of a woman's anatomy. It's within her vagina. It's a mound of nerves and things, so it makes it very sensitive. So it makes a little mound in the anterior wall of the vagina. Imagine a woman lying on her back.
Yeah, imagine.
Yes. Anterior wall will mean the top part of the vagina, in that place that she's lying on her back.
Okay.
So imagine a finger being inserted into the vagina.
Okay.
And what most men usually just do is to just go back and forth, back and forth.
We are so
and
sorry.
Like,
we are sorry.
That's
we
a
are really
valid.
sorry.
That's a valid means of intercourse as well,
Okay.
fingering.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to stimulate the G-spot is on the anterior wall, the top wall. So imagine doing a come hither kind of expression. You know the way you say come here? Yeah. So it's called in sex books, it's called a come hither. So a come hither expression, so it's like you're stroking the top wall, imagine the top wall of the vagina, close to the entrance. So you just go in still like an inch or so, close to the entrance, and then you feel that mound. You can go further in a bit if you don't feel it. It's just like a little roughness, like a small tiny hill of roughness there, and then you stroke that.
Wow.
Because it's so sensitive, it's likely to cause a climax much faster. Women actually have ejaculatory climaxes.
Oh my God. I am
something that they call squirting. So those things will get a woman there faster. So a woman that is slower at getting to climax, and a man rushes to his own climax and he finishes and he rolls over and falls asleep. As popular culture teaches all of us that people sleep afterwards.
I'm so sorry.
And then she's left there
hanging,
having been up on the excitement plane, has not reached to the top of the excitement, and she's there.
Oh my God.
Now, some women traditionally over the years will just take it in their stride and calm down.
You're so sorry.
But for the ones that can't, or for the ones that are dissatisfied with themselves not being sexually satisfied, they will go on to pleasure themselves. And as to the rights and as to the wrongs, you know, there are no real right or wrong answers.
Yes, of course.
What is socially or morally unacceptable to most people is when you make your twosome, a threesome, a foursome, as in when you go out of your marriage. But things are done within a marriage, it's difficult to say this is right or this is wrong. Now, I know there are many shades to it. I can use the religious shade, and I'm religious. And most religions will teach you that it is sexual indulgence, and that satisfaction you cannot get out of a marital relationship is not for you. Put your body under and master your body. And that is one way to go, a valid way to go. But when you're a sex therapist or a gynecologist, you can't say that because that's the way you have learned and that's the way you think, that's the way it will work for everyone. The truth is that masturbation is a valid means of sexual expression that any sex counselor will teach you. Yeah, encourage you that. Remember, I've put out my religious disclaimer, right? And in case my pastor is watching this, I'm not pretending that I do not believe it. I believe the religion as much as the next person. But when you're counseling someone, especially when it comes to sexual exploration, to teach yourself what works best for you. Many sex therapists will tell you that it's better if you know where touch works for you best, and so you can guide your partner.
Exactly.
You are the one that will know whether it is stroking side to side that works best for you, whether it is up and down, whether this one just run you out of your head because it's so annoying or because the pleasure is so good. You're the one that will know when this and that is. There's also another concept of mutual masturbation. That we're both here and each person is masturbating, and that you are aroused by the other person's masturbation. That is too. So the solution to what you're asking would be if the couple are in tune enough that he can wait for her, or he can learn to arouse her in other ways that are not necessarily penis inside the vagina. So he finishes his own and he starts to touch her afterwards, and he makes sure that she finishes as well. Right? He can do that. And then the truth is that many women, when they have a clitoral orgasm, they're so sensitive afterwards that they don't really want to be touched afterwards. So it's really okay for you to have finished your own first before you take her there, it's okay. She's not going to complain because she doesn't
So
necessarily
you won't
want
be able to
much
pursue it again
after that. Yes.
Wow.
So that takes both partners.
Understanding.
Right? So if he is not, that's why many people will now go on to that masturbation thing. Is it right? Is it wrong? Like all ethics and all morals, they're not
Awesome.
always right or wrong
Awesome.
answers. So it's for people to
Does it
decide.
happen to males or females, or which gender would you say it happens to the most?
Not getting sexually satisfied
Yes.
after intercourse, I'll say females because
Okay.
men mostly finish quickly.
Oh.
Now, I'm not saying men don't masturbate though. I dare say they probably masturbate more than women.
Oh my God.
But their masturbation is not necessarily that they were not satisfied by the sexual. There are many things. Remember, life today is much more sexually easy than it was before. Sex comes up in every normal conversation on television, as in on shows where they would not have talked about sex before. Now they do. And there's everything on social media. There are fake boobs, there are fake bumps. There are too many things bombarding you to arouse you. And women, with the way our sexual plane is, that we don't always get it up that quickly. The way the sexual desire is doing the man is not always the way it's doing the woman.
Wow.
So sometimes he has to take himself there as well and sort himself.
Oh my God, first of all, this talk is very nice. And then having you on this show is an awesome privilege. And having you on this show is also a great privilege. I've learned a lot today, especially that come up either aspect. And I'm sure you've also learned one thing or the other. Just drop a comment and let us know how far or what you've been able to learn on this show. We can't wait to have you again on the next episode of Wellness Parlor. But on this episode, we are so grateful and wow, thank you very much, Dr. Adenike Bello, consultant, obstetrician and gynecologist. Thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor.
Bye.
Just the way you are. You gotta love your